Heidi ho, my crafty friends. Welcome to the Ladybug Journals. This is Lori, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. As you can see, I'm adding to my table all kinds of 6x6 pattern paper, and golly, I even have this little bitty guy here. I don't even know what size these things are. What are these? These are 4.5 by 5.5. Plus, I've got index cards, and you know, I see these when I'm shopping for paper, and I think, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And then I get them, and I never use them. Honestly, I don't use them. But really, they are really pretty. So I thought today we would use some of these, and we'd make some cool things for our journals that we're working on. And you know, we're not necessarily going to decorate them. We are just going to, ooh, you know, and I have what my husband calls squirrel brain. That was really pretty. You know, I start talking about one thing, and I love this one. See, I start talking about one thing, and off I wandered to something else. And that one's almost gone. So okay, yes, that one's got a lot in it. You know, and I get sidetracked because I see something else I like, and that's why I have so many of these. So, and that one's just a scrap. Oh, yeah, that's a scrap from something else. See? They're everywhere. So, I thought what we would do... Oh, and these are scraps. Why are these guys in there? They're just scraps. Huh. So, I thought what we would do is we would take some of these in all different sizes. And see, these are even double-sided. So, I know no matter which way we flip these, you know, these are going to go together. See? And these will be fun. And these are just index cards. These are your regular 3x5s. And these big boys are... I love creating with these. These are old. These are... Let's see, how big are these? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5x7s. So I thought what we would do here is, okay, we're going to start with the paper, and hold on, let me get it open here. So you're just going to pick, if you're not going to cut your sizes to match these, then. Okay, we don't need anything to decorate with, so we can get that out of our way. We do need our glue book. Where'd our glue book go? Okay, so our glue book took a walk, so we'll just glue on this. And you don't even have to put a backing on it unless you want to. And if you want to, then glue it on a piece of paper. You know, a piece of book page. Just glue it onto a piece of book page because we're going to put them in our journals. But let's make them ahead of time. So you need to make sure that they're going to fit in a journal. Okay? So the journal that I'm working in is the little green journal. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get a hold of it and it's slipping. It's this one. And these pages are this big. You know, they'll fit this big. So I know I can't turn them this way. They have to stay this way, okay? So these fit. So, that being said, I can cut these in half if I choose, but I can't turn it sideways, okay? So I want 4 of these. So let's pick 4 of these. And like I said, these are all going to be all from the same book. So I know these are all going to, you know, coordinate with each other. There's 2. Let's just pick out 4 different patterns. There's 3. Ooh, and I think I'm going to pick another one and just flip it over. And I think we're going to do a couple of these. And there's one, and I love the orange in this. Isn't that pretty? 2. And I think we're going to do one of these. And maybe Maybe let's pull out one of these. Oh, let's pull out a butterfly. Okay. Yeah, now we'll mix them up. Now let's mix them up and see how they go. Okay. Let's see. I think the purple would look good over here with the orange in between them. Maybe. No, I don't think I like the orange between those. I think I like the orange over here. And then like that and like that. Is that going the right way? I think it's going the right way. Yeah, like that. I think I like that stack like that. And on this one, I think I want this one. And then maybe this one. And then that one. And then the butterflies. Okay, like that. Now, this one needs cut in half. All of these need cut in half. All of them. And all of these need cut in half. Okay? Remember, because that's what's going to fit in my book. So, let's put them all together. And let's grab the paper cutter. I'm definitely going to have to get one of those little guillotine ones. And how tall were these? These were 5.5. So let's see if I can mark these so I can at least see the mark on them. Oh, now that's pretty, isn't it? I like that. Oh, I think I like that better. And I like that better than the purple. I think I like that. I think I like that better. What do you think? I think I like it like that better. Yeah, I think I like it like that better. I don't know. Let me look at it looking down. Let me lift you guys up. My camera keeps falling down, so let me look up. Okay, let's pull this one up. Yeah, I think I like that better. Or maybe... Yeah, I do, because that just disappears there. Okay, that's better, but then that disappears. So maybe, what's back here? That's the brighter one. So maybe the brighter one we'd be better off with. Yeah, I think that works better. Okay, so let's cut these in half. Okay. So how is everybody today? I hope you guys are all doing well. And to make sure I get these straight, I am just going to fold them in half and mark them. Because come on, you silly thing. Because after I do this, I want to fold them in half. And then I want to do this. Because I want to make sure that, and I still didn't get it in the middle. Good gravy. Okay. I got it all wumpa-doodled. Oh well. Well, we'll just wumpa-doodle all of them, won't we then? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll just, oh, for goodness sakes, come on, you. What is going on with this thing? What is going on with it? There we go. Okay, there's that one. So let's fold this one. Now, if we put this one up here, we'll put this over here. There we go. I hope you guys are having fun and you're creating along and just there. Okay. Yeah, it's fun to just play with our papers and, you know, not really have a plan sometimes. Now I'm going to put the next one over here. I just want to use these as a guide. Okay, here. Let's see. But I have to do it over here because, remember, I've got it folded backwards. See, because it's going to go that way. So as it comes in, it'll be over here. And I'm going to show you what this is going to be here. Hold on just a second. Bear with me as I cut all these in half. But once we get them folded in half, we'll have lots of them. Okay, so far, goes like, yeah, it goes like this. Okay, and then we got this one. Oh no, do you think we need that purple? I don't think we do. I think we need this one over here. Whoops, only got half of it. There we go. There we go. Right there. Okay, so now by cutting those in half, now we have these ready and we have these ready. Now our other stack, we're going to do the same thing. So we're folding. And I'm just going to punch them. Let's just fold them all here. Now, if you don't have double-sided paper, like I didn't realize that these were double-sided, you can still do it, you know, with these. You would just have on the inside, they would just not have a pattern on them. You know, that's the only difference. Now, if you wanted a pattern on them, of course, you could glue your pages down to book pages, and then you would have a pattern on them. And I have done that. Oh my goodness. I have done that many, many times. Just glued things down to book pages because I didn't want white showing. And I love that look, having them glued down to book pages. I just love it. Oh my gracious. Okay, let's get all these little wumple-doodles off. And we'll cut these in half. Okay. And now when we do the 6 by 6, of course, they're going to be a little bit bigger. You know, so they may not fit in that book the way I want. But I'll be able to make them as flips. Okay, so now, just by cutting those in half, I can make 4. Okay, so I'm going to make one, and I'm going to put it, here, I'm going to put it on this book page here. Oh, here, I think I'll, yeah, because there's nothing on that side. We'll put it on this book page. And I'm going to start, and I'm going to lay them out how I wanted them. So this one's at the top. Except I want it over here. I don't want it showing. And I'm going to put it here. Okay. And then from there, I think I wanted this one. And then I wanted this one. Now, you have done this with me many, many times. We have done this. Just like this. Little layered pockets. Now, I want to round these corners. I want to round all the top corners. Okay. So, before we glue, we're going to round our top corners. Now, these can be made with any size paper. You can make this with small papers. You know, if you have smaller pages, these would be lovely in small pages. And as a matter of fact, I have a video that I made one with small papers. Get in there. It's made with purple pages. Purple paper that you're going to see in here. Okay, let's get these out of our way here. You know what? I don't want to make it on. I don't want to make it on that. I just want it to be on its own. So I can show you. Okay, here. And then here. Now, let's measure this page here so we don't make it too long. All right, I think I want it on this page. So here. Okay, so let's scoot this one down a little bit. So I know that this can fit here. Okay, so this is just coffee dyed paper. Okay, so I know that this is the length that most of my pages are. So if I make all of them no longer than this, so this will be a good one for me to make as a sample, then I'm in good shape. So let me take my pen out of here. And I did have somebody ask me, why do I shake that? Well, I find that it, you know, when it sits, it tends to get a little runny in my craft room. That does get a little bit warm. So when I shake it up, it's not as runny. So if you're finding that your art glitter glue is a little bit runny, shake it up a little bit before you use it for the first time for the day. I find that does help. I also find that helps with my Bearly art glue. And I know I haven't inked any of this, and that is by design. I just want to get all this, I want to get all my edges together. Okay, now I can take that off the page, and I can close the book up, and I can bring it over here. Now, let's line it up on our mat. Yeah, I missed my glass mat doing this because it was so much easier to clean. And let's line that up. And bring that down. Let's bring that down. Okay. Okay. Now all I'm doing is gluing these edges here a little bit. Right here. I'm just gluing the edges down. That's all I'm doing. And I'm deciding where I want to stop. And I want to stop right here at the green. Okay. I'm deciding that right here at the green is one of my stopping points. So I'm taking my glue and I'm running it under the green all the way across. Just like that. So my top pocket, my purple, I'll be able to slide something in all the way down and it's going to stop there. My next pocket's going to go from here all the way to the bottom of the page. And I will show you that in just a second. As soon as I get these glued. Okay. There. Yeah, they're fairly straight. Okay. So what I did was, oops, you see they're quick and easy to glue up. They don't take any time at all. Now let me find a little scrap of paper that we had a minute ago. Right here. Okay. If this was my tag and this was on my page, I could put something under this one and it would stop in the green. Okay. Here, it's only going to go that far. Okay. Here, it's going to go that far. Here, it's going to come all the way through. Okay. Because of the way it was glued. Right here, it's not glued. So this one, this is glued to this. It is a very small pocket right here for things like tickets, stamps, things like that. The green, let me show you. The green will go all the way down to the page. Okay. The purple will go all the way down the page for something longer. Unless when we glue, we take it across here. And then it'll stop between here and here. Okay? And I'll show you when we put it on the page. I'm not done decorating because I have something I want to put on here real quick before we put it in our book. Okay? Now, if you're going to mass make these, like here's the second one, you know, with everything that was sideways, I still want to corner round them. And before we put them in the book, they still need inked and all of that stuff. So if you're going to mass make them, that's where, this is how far you would get. You would just keep going like this. You would glue them up. You know, you'd round the corners, you'd glue them up, and then you would be ready to go. So you'd go like this. Oops, we don't need that much. We only need a little bit here. And we need a little bit here. And you line that up. And then you get the one that's going to be third. You put that one down. That was silly, you silly girl. It does go on the top. It goes here and here. You put it where you want it. And as you can tell, I'm leaving room here if I want to decorate that solid, I can. Okay. And here's my other one. So this is a little bit shorter, so I know it's going to fit. Whoops, pulled it right off of there. So I need to turn it over here. Let's get the glue off of there. Got glue on it. Okay. Oops, this piece is not straight. I moved it. So let's put it back up here and line it up. Okay. So I want glue right under here. Just like that. Okay. There. Okay. There's 2 of them. Okay, now let's choose papers from our 6x6. And I still have these that I can make another one. I should have paper someplace. I could make 2 more of them. I just got to figure out what I did with them. Okay, here's the little book. Now, let's see what else we have here. Let's do our purple. Let's see what our purple has. Yeah, this purple's a little thick. Now this paper is really thin. It's thin paper. So let's see what's in here. And again, because it's all out of the same book, you know it's going to all match. So you can choose any pages that you want to choose. So I think we'll go with that. Or maybe we'll find some teals that we like. I don't have any teals. So maybe we'll choose that one. And this one we're going to make into a flip. So let's see what we can find in the teals. Oh, that one's pretty. Let's take this one. Okay. So there's 2. And I think we're going to use index cards for these. So we're going to use these 5x7s. Okay. So we're going to use these 5x7s. And let's see what else we have in some teal. Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, I like that one with the yellow on it. That's really pretty. I'm not sure if that's teal or light green, but I like it, so. I like it all the same. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's a map. I don't want that. Okay. So, we're going to take these 5x7s and we're going to take these pages. Now, I know that on these 5x7s, I know they're going to fit this way on my page. It's too wide to fit all the way across. Like on my page, I know this won't fit like that. So I have to take some of it off. So on this index card, I'm going to use, see where that pink line is? I'm going to use that as my flip. That's just enough to make this fit. So I'm going to fold my card right along that pink line. Now, if you need to score that pink line so that you fold it, then you go right ahead. You go right ahead and score it, and then you fold it right across that pink line. But you make sure that you have that down really tight. And you're going to have to do that. If you're going to make 2 of them, then you do it to 2 of them. If you're going to make 4 of them, you do it to 4 of them. Okay? But for 1, we're just going to do it to 1. And I'm just going to show you how to do it to 1. Okay? This is your flip. And depending on if you're going to have it flip left, then you put this flip on the left side of the page. If you're going to have it go right, it goes on the right side of the page. Because this is what's going to go around your page. This is what goes around your page. Like this. To make your pockets flip out. Okay? And by doing that, it fits in my book. This book is a little narrower, I can't even say it, than what I usually have, but I know the height will fit. Okay? So by doing that, I know it's going to fit. Okay, so I have 2 of them prepared. So we're going to choose the papers that I want, and we're going to put them in order. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to put them in order. That's all we're going to do. We're not going to do anything else. We're just putting them in order of how we want them to show up. Okay? We're not worried about the index card right now. We're just putting the papers in order, saying, yeah, this is how I want them. Okay? And that's how I want them. Just like that. Okay? So, now we're going to scoot them back together. I've still got them in order. I haven't taken them apart. The one on top, I'm turned over. I'm going to round my top corners. I'm going to punch in the middle. Let's see. Before I do that, these are too wide. So I need to mark. Before I do any more of that, I need to mark where I need to trim. So let's turn these over. Come here. Come on, stop wiggling. Okay, this one's going to go here. Now let me grab my pencil. I think I need to sharpen my pencil. I think I need to sharpen my pencil. Now, I'm just going to cut this, and that way I'll know this is where all of them need to go. I forgot about that. And I'm cutting on the inside of my line. Okay, so after I cut, you can still see the line. Okay? And then I'm going to put it back, and I'm going to double check. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I'm going to line these up, and I'm going to trim them. Because they all have to be the same width. And I want all of these scraps to be the same width. Let's see, this I think goes in a specific way. This goes this way. Goes this way. And I'll put these back in order. Okay, so now everything is the right width. So now let's determine how long we need them. Okay, so I want mine to flip this way. And I know they don't need to be this long, because that's an awful long pocket, and I know they don't need to be that long. Okay, so I think this pocket can stop right about here at that line. Right there. And I'm going to cut right there. And then I'm going to do this one. Okay, There are those. Now, I'm going to be rounding this, but before I do anything, I want to ink this card in. I want to round the corner on the card, and I want to round this corner on the card. Like that. Okay? And then I want to round the bottom corner, and I want to round that bottom corner. Just like that. And then I just want to run it up. And the only reason I'm doing this is because this is so white. I don't necessarily want it all schmucked up, you know, like I normally do. I just want some of the white taken off. There. That's all. I just want some of the white taken off. Because you're not going to see much of it. I just wanted some of the white taken off. Okay, so these pages here can now be rounded at the top. You don't have to round the bottom because you're not going to see them. Okay, so these go here. Like that. Oh, but you know what we can do? Together we can punch our center holes. Like that. Now, where's the other ones? Okay, so these two need to be cut to this length. So let's use one of them. Let's put this up here. Now, you know what? Let's space these out first because one of them might need to be longer. Let's put this here. We're going to put that one there. That one has a space. Yeah, I think that's right. That's right. Let's do this one. Now, before I glue these down, I am going to ink around these because they're all so faded. Actually, I think I want that one at the top. I like that. I really like that. With the flower in the middle. And then we'll bring this one down. And then I love this little daisy. So let's get this little daisy cut. Let's see. I thought this little daisy had an up and down because there's writing on the back of it, but no, I can't tell. So we're going to choose. I'm going to choose this little daisy, and I'm going to say this is up because, oh yeah, but it's rounded at the bottom too, so I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Really doesn't matter. Okay, so that's going to go there, and this one's going to go here like that. Okay. So let's give this one a little snooker in the middle. And again, this would be a mass make, so I wouldn't do a lot of decorating. I would just make. So that's how that's going to look. That's how that little flip's going to look. Okay? So just like all the rest of them, you get it laid out. Now, the one thing you do need to remember is you don't put any glue over here on your hinge. You don't put any glue over there at all. So, probably the best place to start is over here. So, let's get them straightened up. And I'm just going to use my bone folder here to make sure they're all lined up. And then I'm going to use my finger and lift it up and just put a little bit right here. And if it goops out a little bit, that's all right. I'll get it. Let's line them up. I'm trying just to keep them straight, but off of the edge of that fold there. Whoops. Get back up there. And then this one. I'm not really squeezing that hard on the glue. And I'll show you what I mean by the fold here in just a second. Okay, let's turn this around. I'm going to keep this over here. And I know you're thinking I haven't even attached it to anything yet. I know I haven't. I'm just trying to keep everything nice and straight. Okay. I will. I'm going to show you here in just a second. I just want to keep it nice and straight so that it stays attached. And then I'll show you how we're going to attach it so that it flips out okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, you can't get over there, so straighten up here. Okay, so here is, okay, so you have to make sure, oops, I got to glue that back down. You can't make sure nothing gets glued to this. That was why I had my bone folder lined up there, so I didn't get any glue on that. And I have it folded under. Here we go. I have it folded underneath, so I didn't accidentally glue anything to it. So now, to glue this onto there, to glue this onto here, oh, and you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ink all those. Darn. You guys didn't yell loud enough. I didn't hear you, or I just wasn't listening. Somebody should, you know, tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, you forgot something. Because I wanted to ink those so I could see them better. Come on, go in the hole. There you go. All right, so now let's go around the edge here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if I can get around any of them while they're still a little damp. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. I might be able to. Maybe. Let's see about this up here. That's better. That's better. Yeah, see, now you can see it. Mainly the thumb was, you know, what I wanted. That's a little bit better. You know, when you ink, I was always taught when you ink, think of where your hands are going to touch. You know, where your hands would touch. Like if you were taking something in and out of a pocket, most of your hand would be getting in here and back here. Back here. That's what's going to make it look more realistic, because that's where your hands are touching. So my hand coming in and out, my thumb would be going there to pull it out. it wouldn't be touching all over the pocket. It would just be touching certain areas of the pocket. So if you're looking for something that gives you a realistic ink, that's the way I was always understood that you ink. Okay, so to glue this onto our card, it's just like any other pocket. You hold the edge you don't want to glue down. You glue down 3 sides. Okay, you go down the sides. And you go across the bottom. Now, the important thing, once again, don't get anything on your flap. So make sure if it's going to be too big, it needs to be too big on the open side. Because you can always trim that off. Or it can stick out a little bit. That's okay. It's no big deal. Okay, now I want to put this in the book. Now, so now you have a flip. And it's a detached pocket. And it goes in there. See? Right here's your pocket. So this pocket goes all the way to the bottom. This pocket goes all the way to the bottom. So they're good side pockets for tags. This pocket, it's a shorter pocket. You could put, see, it's a small pocket. So we could put one of our little rub-on tags in there if we wanted. Come on. We could put one of our little rub-on tags in there if we wanted. You could put tickets. You could put stamps. You could put anything you wanted in there. You know, something small. And this pocket goes all the way down. So this pocket here is just a little tiny pocket. It's made to be small. Okay? Just remember, when you glue it, it's made to be small. And that's my whole intention, is have something small. Because when you go and you start filling these up, sometimes they get a little too big and a little too bulky. See, like this is big. See how big? And then you kind of lose what you're looking at. And it's like, well, I don't even remember what's in there. So you kind of need to have the smaller areas. And just because these are sitting on my desk from the other day, these two little, I don't even know what these are. I'm going to put one here. And because if I don't, they are going to stick to everything. They are seriously going to stick to everything. And I'm going to put them right here. And then we're going to put this flip in the book. Right here. Just like that. That's all we're doing. Okay, now in the book, we're going to take and put this. We're going to open it up right here into the middle. And we're going to take and put this right here. And we're going to make sure that it's got a little bit of room at the bottom. And just a little bit of room at the top. But now whatever tag we put in here, if it has ribbon on the top, it'll hang out. Okay. And I'm going to hold that down. And I'm going to put glue on that little flip part. And I'm going to go like this all over it. And then I'm going to close it up. Just like that. So there it is. Get that little tag out of the way. Just like that. And I'm not going to put anything in the pockets until, you know, the pocket's dry. And as you can see, by doing it that way, I leave that little spacer so it's not right up against there. But now I have pockets that flip out. And I can either put something else underneath, like another pocket, like these little pockets that we just made. Or I can put, remember those scraps I said I wanted to keep? I can put one of these under here. That one I said I really liked. Or we have these little strips. And my intention was to use one of these. Actually, I think I'm going to keep these 4 since they're about the same size. And I'm going to make one of the smaller ones. But put a different pocket under here. Like that. And then I have a different one. And I can have that. Okay? So, thank you all for joining me today. I had so much fun showing this to you. I just had this idea that I knew there was a way we could flip that out and have some fun with our paper, 6x6 paper. And you know what? How much time have we used? Let's see how much time we've used. Yeah, I think we've used enough time for today. I don't want to keep you all day. So, thank you, you guys, for spending some time with me today. I appreciate it so very much. And if you're a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber and you're new to watching our videos, come on in and join us. You're just going to have all kinds of fun. You know how to do it. You know where the little bell is. It's right down there. Just click that little bell. And then you'll get notification every single time that we, here at the Ladybug Journals, put out our new, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Every time we put out new videos so that you'll know and you can come and join us. And you won't miss any of them. And if you have anything on your mind that you maybe would like to watch, or you would like to learn, if there's a new process out that you'd like to learn, leave me a comment down there too. I love reading your comments. They're so much fun. Leave me a comment down there, and I'll be glad to answer your question. I love leaving hearts and talking to everybody. That's so much fun to do. So, until I see you again in our next video, ta-ta for now.